product easier to the customer.
If I'm not sleeping at the wheel, I need to get a cloud-ready system. I need to have like a vertical specialization. I need to have a local. I need to get the local thing right. But what would a well-run ERP company? What should be their churn be? Is it within 5% or lower? Say Monitor or G's or maybe Visma. What do we think is their annual churn?
Well, I think it's their annual churn. Well, we usually set between 6 and 10%. But depending on years, some years it could be 10, and then so I would say you're around 6-7% is correct.
Yes. What happens to those kind of businesses in our 2008 2009 economic crisis scenario? On the one side, I think it's a company still needs to, even if it's making less revenue, but obviously people are probably less inclined to spend a lot of money on a license when the economic outlook is a little bit gloomy. How does it perform? Do they decline 5%, 10%, 20%?
Oh, you mean the revenue?
Or profitability?
The profitability. Well, the margins have definitely decreased, with the legacy players because they are, and as cash flow, of course, mostly the cash flow, they have almost negative cash flow due to the fact the change of the business model to software as a service, and subscription. So that hurts in the short run and still hurts, the legacy players from a cash standpoint of view. They don't have enough cash flow in order to, further develop and enhance their products. So if you refer to that, and that's why you see, a lot of consolidation. You see a lot of private equity firms, moving into certain, to almost all of the mid-market vendors, because I don't think, in spite of Monitor, who still, runs with, it's not a public company and it's not, it's private owned, the founder and the other, but the rest is, has a private equity firm as the owner, in order to,
Yeah.
You understand that?
I guess the working capital issue of switching to a SaaS model, again, on the other side, I presume it also has an advantage of giving you a more recurring customer base. But if we now came through an economic crisis scenario, how bad do these companies get hit? Can you help me understand that better? Is it then, if the economy declines, I don't know, 2-3%, it's flat?
Well, I think definitely. It's already, if you look to the legacy players, they are not growing so much. There's flat, almost flat revenue growth. The growth is coming from the pure cloud. So in a scenario with a downturn in the economy, I think they will be really hit, because the recurring will not be as in the past, and also you can see that winning new customers, new logos is almost it's not almost zero, but the ERP, the legacy players, perhaps they gain, what can they gain? 3, 4, 5 new customers per year, per country, if you are, larger, let's say mid-size, large.
They're trying for. It's such a high penetration rate already.
Yes, it is, and they're trying to, start to switch, the current customer base into subscription, and then, if they have cloud, semi-cloud or hybrid offerings, so that, from an economic standpoint of view, you really need to be focused, and not having, 25, 35 different products, as you did in the past, because you will not. I don't think you will survive. You have to be really, really focused and be best at that you do.